Hey, what's up everyone? This is Billy with Bass Language Anonymous. Today we're going to be modifying the River to Sea S Waver. This is the 168, and with the modification that we're going to do, it's going to give it a much wider S waver when you bring it back to the boat. And if you're going to work it like a jerk bait, it'll help it to snap more at that 180, and that in turn that's going to keep in the strike zone longer and allow you to to catch a lot more fish off of it, especially in the cold water. So stay tuned. But first, if you're a new viewer and you like modification videos and action fishing videos and mystery tackle box slams, lucky tackle box slams, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join us. If you're already a subscriber, I appreciate you guys for watching, and let's get on with this. Hey, what's up everyone? So we're back here on my desk, and I got my tools that I need here that I showed you, and I got my jerk baits. I categorize a river to sea as a swim bait or a jerk bait. This right here is going to help it, have a wider S when it comes to the water, but it's also going to help it when you use it as a jerk bait to get more of a 180 type, slash back and forth. So I've seen this trick done by Shimano, and I heard him talk about it, and I've also seen it on a couple forums. There might be a YouTube video about it, but I'm not positive. But anyway, this right here, well, like I said, will help you get more bites and help you to keep that bait in the strike zone a little bit longer, because the wider it moves left and right, that's less it's coming forward. It's going more side to side, so it's going to take longer to get back to the boat, so therefore it's in the water. And I do really good with this thing in cold water, so it's really important to to have a good file, that's not, doesn't have real thick teeth, because you don't want to just grind this thing to hell, but you do want to do a little bit of filing. Now the brush, what I use the brush for is to clean out the ridges in the file, and you want to do that every little bit. So what you're going to do is, you can see here that I've already done one, and if you can see how good that shows up. So that's to one side, and then that's to the other side. So you can see it's not, the angle there, it's pretty, it's pretty wide open. And then when I put it to this side, you can see this angle is much, much smaller. So, in order to do that, you have to do a little bit of shaving on the side thing here. So it's probably about a ½ inch difference from the top of the tail, and it just makes all the difference in the world in the water. So I only did one side on this one, just so that way I can actually show you guys how to do it on here. And of course, be careful of the hooks. And these hooks, they're really sticky, so you gotta be careful with these hooks. But you want to take your file and basically hold your bait pretty firm, and then you want to put your file right down on it, and try not to cut into the side there. You just want to file the top. Alright, and when you're done filing, you can see the difference here. It's much more of a flatter surface than over here, where it's much pointier. So you're basically shaving down that point. So what you want to do is take your file, and just file down that. And you can take your thumb and just kind of use it as a resting guide for the file. And you might shave a little tiny bit of skin, but not really. But you want to try to keep it flat. You don't want to tilt it up on your edge this way or this way or this way or this way, because you want it to be flat, perfectly flat. And then I'll flip it over so you can get more off of there. And then the reason why I recommend the brush, like I said, is just to clean out the thingamajiggies here, the grooves. And that's good to go. So we'll check this one out and see where we're at. And when you look at it, you can kind of see where you're diving down a little bit, and you can kind of correct that. So correct that right here. Now don't worry about messing your bait up. I mean, this thing is, I mean, the worst case scenario is you just don't get more action out of it. Now, I had said to keep it flat, but you are going to, you know, once you get pretty flat, you are going to want to come out just a little bit and hit that edge, maybe like a 45 or something. And then you can just kind of roll it back flat. Roll it back to a 45. Roll it back flat. Alright, and then what you want to do is just kind of eyeball it and look to see if both of these tips are about the same height. Now they don't have to be the exact same height because, you know, basically you're just going to get a longer kick to one side than the other. But the S-waver, the reason why it's called the S-waver is because when you slow reel it back to the boat, it automatically, you know the slow roll, a certain speed makes it I've tried to slow roll as slow as I can, and sometimes it just comes through the water. So you know, there's a certain speed that, and it's not very fast, that'll make that bait automatically S-waver, you know, do an S in the water. And with this right here, it's, like I said, it's just going to make a bigger S in the water. So now you can see that this thing is all the way to this side, and then it goes a lot further to that side. So now you have, you know, a much bigger area for this thing to fall side to side. You know, you have more area shaved down here, so that way this thing can get there, because that point right there is what keeps it from going so far down. So you know, I haven't gone any further than this with my other S-waver that I've been using. You know, I don't, it works pretty good. I haven't had a reason to, and I didn't get my S-waver until winter time, beginning of winter. So you know, I know it's cold, and you know it has enough side to side action that it'll catch them in the winter. So I don't really see a point of going too much further than this. So then when you're done, if you have a little bit of clear coat or a little bit of just regular old glue you can put on there, it's not going to do anything if you don't. But so that's it, you guys. Modify your S-waver, and it'll take take a lot longer time to get it back to the boat, and in turn that's going to catch you more fish because you're keeping it in the strike zone longer. So you guys take it easy, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe if you like the modification and you want to see more. And you guys take it easy. Appreciate it.